Robin Roberts and Hudson Brothers is honored as the 2017 Featured Business Award winner. The old Fidelity Bank in Ellerbe may end up being the home to Ellerbe's library, and Joey Nicholson is in studio to interview as he is your McNair Auto Sales official Richmond County Male Athlete of the Week. And Robin Roberts, it's her birthday. A very happy birthday to you, Robin. All that and more coming up on tonight's edition of Live at 5. Your nightly news starts right now. Good evening and welcome to your Friday edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Richmond Community College. Richmond CC provides personalized quality instruction to each one of their students as they prepare them for a brighter future. Visit them online at richmondcc.edu. Now let's get right to it. Now for tonight's top story. Hudson Brothers Deli has long been a popular gathering place in downtown Rockingham, in fact for 37 years, and continues to thrive as new growth emerges all around it. As many positive changes continue to occur in the area, Hudson Brothers remains a vital segment of downtown. On Tuesday, the Rockingham Downtown Corporation awarded Hudson Brothers Deli its 2017 Featured Business Award. Hudson Brothers General Manager Robin Roberts accepted the award on behalf of owner Rex Hudson. Roberts says she believes the longevity of Hudson Brothers contributed to the business receiving the award, but is quick to acknowledge everyone involved. Roberts has been part of the Hudson Brothers family for 27 years, and other employees, including Diane Whitfield and Missy Cole, have been with Hudson Brothers for 20 plus and 18 years, respectively. Roberts was also recently elected as the vice president of the Rockingham Downtown Corporation, and according to Roberts, the purpose of the corporation is to bring more awareness and activity to the area, keep empty buildings filled, and promote shopping local. After receiving a call at 11:05 p.m. on Tuesday, January 16th, in reference to a possible drug operation, Hamlet Police Department immediately went into action. Arriving at 105 Rosemont Avenue in Hamlet, officers found Nijamel Goodwin in possession of a controlled substance. Executing a search warrant, Hamlet Police Department officers discovered a sufficient amount of illicit drugs and paraphernalia to arrest Goodwin. Goodwin was charged with 6 counts of possession with intent to sell and deliver a controlled substance, that being marijuana. Goodwin was also charged with maintaining a dwelling and vehicle for the purpose of selling and delivering a controlled substance. Goodwin was transported to the Richmond County Magistrate's Office and processed in the Richmond County Jail under a $7,500 secured bond. Contrary to contemporary rumor, the Kempsug Memorial Public Library in Ellerbe has not yet changed its location, and it is not necessarily a given that it will move, but all signs certainly are pointing in that direction. The library move is not without some degree of difficulty and controversy, minor as it may be. The building in which the library is currently housed is owned by the town and also provides a space for the Rankin Museum of American Heritage. Mayor Lee Berry of Ellerbe said they may elect to donate the building to the Rankin Museum, and such a move would enhance the existing space of the museum and certainly would seem like a logical consideration. However, there has been some discussion regarding pending tax responsibilities and current maintenance issues as potential hindrances to any such transaction, at least to some extent. You can read Chuck Craven's full story today on richmondobserver.com and the official Richmond Observer app for iPhone and Android devices. Stay with us, folks. When we come back, Richmond Observer Managing Editor Kyle Pillar, he's in studio for an exclusive interview with Joey Nicholson, as he is this week's McNair Auto Sales official Richmond County Male Athlete of the Week. Stay tuned.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Hi, I'm Lance Jenkins, and welcome to your nightly news.
That ain't gonna work.
Oh.
You need to loosen up some. This is good more
Okay.
at Sandhills.
All right.
So more relaxed, it's local, it's edgy, anything goes. So that what you just did,
No?
not gonna fly.
Okay. This better?
So much better.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back into the Friday edition of Live at 5. I'm Managing Editor Kyle Pillar. I'd like to welcome you back into the second round of our official Richmond County Athlete of the Week segment presented by McNair Auto Sales. Yesterday, we had Lady Raiders senior forward Lexiana Ingram in studio, and tonight you'll get to meet our Male Athlete of the Week. And remember, what you don't hear tonight, you'll be able to read both of the full-length featured articles exclusively on the Richmond Observer's website, mobile app, and Facebook page. And now I'd like to introduce our male athlete. His name's Joey Nicholson, and he's a sophomore at Richmond who participates in 4 sports. He's been featured this week for wrestling as he's collected a 32-4 record this season and served as one of the team's captains. Nicholson has also racked up 152 match points and 186 team points. Nicholson is an AB Honor Roll student who is involved with the soccer, cross-country, and track teams, respectively. He also helps out with a local AAU wrestling club, and he's here to discuss his season. And now live in studio is Joey Nicholson. Joey, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Welcome to the Live at 5 studio. And so let's just get right to the match, shall we? So you are a sophomore. You are a wrestler on you're on the wrestling team, and you're one of the captains. So just kind of tell the folks at home what your season's been like, because not a lot of people know much about wrestling other than what they hear or see on TV. So how's the season been for you?
Well, it's been good. Some matches been tough. Some matches been easy. But it was a better season than last year.
Okay, what about this year? I understand that you guys have had a lot of players, a lot of wrestlers leave the team, and it's kind of been a revolving door. Your head coach, who happens to be your father, said that it's a rebuilding year. So what's it been like from that aspect with seeing guys coming in and out and not having much consistency?
Well, we've been getting up a lot of forfeits because we don't have them people in the weight classes that quit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder for us to win a match as a team.
Right, yeah. If you're not having those guys in there, it would make it difficult. So what do you do personally, or how does Joey kind of pick up the extra weight, so to speak, and how do you help the team?
Well, I try to get a pin to get more points for the team, or either cheer on my team so they can do the best that they can.
Yeah, absolutely. And this year you're having a pretty good year. You're 32-4, and you have 18 pins, if I remember correctly. So what's it like out on the mat? I mean, what's it like to get that pin against somebody in double overtime, which I know that happened to you earlier this year? Just kind of explain that feeling you get when you do pick up those points for your team.
I mean, it feels good just to get the pin and to show all my moves that I learned at practice.
Yeah, and so talk too about the training regimen, because I was at your practice the other night, and I was only there for a little bit, and I just you came in here limping tonight, and so obviously you're going hard in the weight room, you're going hard at practice. So what's the training regimen like to be a good wrestler?
Well, it's hard, but you gotta push yourself to limit to get better.
Sure, and I think that you said in the article, the harder I train, the better I'll be on the mat. So keep up the good work in the weight room and at practice. And what has been your best moment at this point in this season?
Well, when I faced Southwest Randolph, getting the pin in double overtime.
Yeah, so and obviously, so when you go into overtime, it's do or die, right? And so you said you got the pin, and also, if I remember correctly, you were number one out of everybody in your weight class too. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was at East Montgomery,
Mhm.
and we had a lot of forfeits, but the only other 106 there, I beat him, so I was number 106 out of everybody in the weight class.
That's very cool. So you're in the 106 pound weight class, and you weigh about 110 pounds now. So what's the allowance like, or what's the difference that you're allowed to have?
Well, at the beginning of the season, it's like way harder to make weight because the weight was actually at 106, but like after half of the season it goes up 2 pounds, so it's getting easier to make weight because it's not as much of dropping weight.
Yeah. So talk about that. I mean, I've been trying to lose weight my whole life, right? It's not most people can't lose weight, but wrestlers have this ability to drop weight or gain a couple of pounds from week to week, from match to match. So what do you have to do, or what kind of diet do you follow?
Well, you have to work out and you have to eat right. Like, you can't go to McDonald's and Burger King like every night eating or drinking lots of sodas. You gotta like drink juice and water.
Sure. So you're very conscious of what you take into your body. So obviously, we wish you the best of luck with the rest of the season. I know you guys have a match. You have conference championships Saturday at Jack Britt. So wish you all the best of luck there. So let's kind of transition then to your classes at Richmond. So just kind of tell the folks at home some of the classes. And I understand that finals week was this week, so y'all are getting ready to start the spring semester. So what are you taking next semester? What's your favorite class?
We're taking business and finances. I have English, biology, weight training, and I think world history.
Okay. And what's the favorite class that you've either taken this past semester or one that you're looking forward to in the spring?
Well, probably biology.
Okay. Biology. Why do you like biology?
My teachers and how he teaches his class. I mean, you learn more stuff in there. Like, my other classes, I like them, but they're not, like, one of my big subjects.
Right, so science is easy for you? Is that what it boils down to? And so talk, too, about your career goals, because when we sat down for our interview the other night for the Richmond Observer article, which you can check out now on richmondobserver.com, you had talked about, the fact that you still have over half of your high school career left. You already kind of know where you want to go and what you want to do. So first talk about, you not only do you play, or not only do you wrestle, but you play several other sports, and featured in the article we mentioned that too. But what do you want to pursue one or two sports when you go to college? So what are you looking for a full scholarship in? What two sports?
Well, either soccer or wrestling.
Okay, soccer or wrestling, and what schools do you have in mind?
Carolina and NC State.
That's a big rivalry. So how do you pick between those two, or what drew you to those two schools in the first place?
Well, my dad went to NC State, and I used to like Carolina when I was younger.
Okay, so one is just a personal preference, and one your dad went to school. And I believe North Carolina State is actually ranked in the top 5 as a wrestling program in the country. And you had mentioned a guy named Kevin Jack, who's a 141-pound wrestler. And so obviously you reach out to, or you follow these guys. And have they ever given you any tips, or have you talked to anybody to get?
Yeah, we went to a camp over the summer, and we got to train with them and learn different techniques.
Right, and so do you use those on the mat now? And were they like wrestling moves and like weight and health and that kind of stuff too?
Yes.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And what are some things that you're thinking about possibly studying in college?
More with computers.
Okay, so are you in any computer classes at Richmond?
Well, starting next semester.
Okay, cool. So obviously a lot of different things that you can do in careers with computers. And so, Joey, the last thing that I want to talk about is your mentor. This is one of our cooler aspects of the article that we write, and we give you the opportunity to say thank you to somebody who has benefited your life, made it more positive, whether it's in school, whether it's in sports, whether it's just in life in general. And you actually had 2 this week. So who are the 2 people that you recognized for just being your mentors?
My sister and my father.
Right? And your sister, Jayana, who is a junior, correct? She was actually an official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week just before, I think, Thanksgiving. And then your dad, obviously, is the wrestling coach at Richmond. He teaches at Hamlet. So talk about how they've impacted your life and why you chose them.
I mean, my sister, she pushes me, but she's also been getting so many opportunities, like at different colleges, getting scouted out.
Sure. And what about your dad?
And my dad, I mean, he trains me and pushes me to the limit that he wants me to be the best that I can.
And is it difficult? I mean, some people have a hard time being coached by a parent. Other people have a really easy time. So what's the experience like for you?
I mean, it's not hard, but sometimes I just don't want to feel him. Like, if I'm in a match, I don't want to, like, lose.
Right. So you want to impress him, right? You obviously don't want to let him down. Again, best of luck to you the rest of the way this wrestling season. And again, folks, for Joey's full article, check out the Richmond Observer's free app for Apple and Android or on richmondobserver.com. We've got a lot more news headed your way after the break, so stay tuned to Live at 5.
Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties. Family Pharmacy is a local pharmacy that's been in business in Rockingham for over 10 years. Located in the Food Lion Shopping Center on US 1 North, we have easy access into the store and a drive-thru for your convenience as well. You can download the official Family Pharmacy app at myfamilypharmacy.com, and we'll help you set it up to text you when your prescription is ready, and you can even set it up to fill your prescriptions when due. Our motto is we'll treat you like family, and it's something we truly mean. We take the same care in filling your prescription that we would take for our own family. Family Pharmacy, we'll treat you like family.
With hospice, you guys just outdo yourselves every day. And I really appreciate it. I honest to God don't know what I would do if it weren't for you. The things that you do, I'm in approval of. And thank you. I don't know what else to say other than thank you.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
And welcome back to Live at 5, your nightly news. Now for tonight's top sports story. After 6 days off since its last game, the Richmond Senior High School Lady Raiders basketball team got off to a slow start Thursday on the road at Sandhills Athletic Conference rival Pinecrest High School. And that slow start would eventually prove to be enough to keep the Lady Raiders from earning their 3rd consecutive victory as they fell to Lady Patriots 48-40. Pinecrest is now 14-1 on the season and undefeated in conference play with 7 wins, and they currently lead the SAC standings. Out of the halftime break of last night's game, neither team really impressed offensively, as each scored just 8 points in the third quarter. But it was Richmond junior guard Dannon Shepard who came off the bench and hit a hot streak. Shepard, who had her most impressive game of the season, finished second in scoring on the Raiders with 8 points. Sophomore guard point guard Alexis Sweeney led the Lady Raiders in points with 9. Richmond is back in action tonight as they'll return to home to host Jack Britt High School, 7-8 on the season and 5-2 in conference play. Tip-off is set for 6 o'clock p.m. And in boys action, the Richmond Senior High School varsity basketball teams 49-38 loss to rival Sandhills Athletic Conference opponent Pinecrest High School last night fit the season narrative the Raiders have written. Still in transition and finding its way under first-year head coach Donald Pettigrew, Richmond has been competitive in every game this season. But as Pettigrew will confirm, in games that Richmond hasn't won, it's because there's an offense or defensive lapse in which its players run out of gas and allow opponents to take control. And Thursday night became one of those games. Richmond is now 5. It looks, I can't see, to be honest with you, but Richmond put up its second lowest total score of the season in a game that was tightly contested through the first 3 quarters. But a roughly 3-minute span in the fourth quarter was all the Patriots needed to seal the deal late. Patriots now are 14-3 on the season and 5-2 in conference play. Roderick Newton was the only Raider in double digits as he netted 10 points. Bobby Terry finished with 7, and Malik Flowers and Malik Standback both chipped in 5. The Raiders will play the second of 3 consecutive nights tonight as they'll host Jack Britt High School, 6-10 on the season. Richmond lost to the Buccaneers 49-37 on their home court on December 12th. Tip-off is set tonight, 7:30 p.m. And now Kelsey Rushing, Chief Weather Reporter for Live at 5. Kelsey, how's the weather looking for the next 5 days?
I'm kicking it here at Henson Lake, and as you can see, I changed to get comfortable because it's a beautiful day outside, and it's a great time to walk this trail. It really is. But other than that, today's 5-day weather forecast is brought to you by HCI Fire and Water Restoration. So moving straight into weather, Saturday's high will have a high of 65 and a low of 49 with a 10% chance of rain. Moving on to Sunday with an 80% chance of rain, so be sure that you're prepared for that in any way possible, with a high of 60 and a low of 44. And then Monday with a 50% chance of rain. Again, be careful with that, with a high of 54 and a low of 28. And then Tuesday with a 0% chance of rain, with a high of 45 and a low of 21. And last but not least, Wednesday with a 0% chance of rain and sunny, with a high of 46 and a low of 26. And that has been your 5-day weather forecast for your Friday edition of Kelsey's Kicks. And I hope you enjoy it, and make sure that every Friday we have a new thing going on in a new location for your weather. So make sure to tune in next Friday, and other than that, Lou goes back to the desk.
Thank you, Kelsey. We appreciate that. And, of course, Kelsey Rushing, Chief Weather Reporter, bringing us the weather today. It looks like from Henson Lake. It's beautiful out there. I love the bridge. That is a beautiful, beautiful place. And Kelsey doing what she does best, bringing Richmond County and the surrounding area the weather. Thank you, Kelsey. And that is all for tonight's show, folks. We appreciate you joining us for this Friday edition of Live at 5. And remember, you can watch Live at 5 on Facebook Live, the YouTube channel, RichmondObserver.com, and the Richmond Observer Facebook page. But don't forget, starting this past Monday, you can also listen to us live on the Classic Rock, the Sandhills official Classic Rock station, bringing you your nightly news on your drive home every Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock p.m. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will do it all over again this coming Monday as we bring you your nightly news. God bless. So long.